Welcome to our Tekes Hasmacha. To all of our new Cantorial and Rabbinical graduates, I ask you to now take your talit, your JTS talit, place it on your shoulders and say the bracha for the talit, as well as the shechianu for the new garment and for this new moment in your lives. When you conclude that, please tell us all that you are prepared by saying Hineni.
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 I'm delighted to welcome everyone to our virtual Tekes Hasmacha and to offer my deep wishes of Mazal Tov. Congratulations to each of our graduates, their close and extended families and friends, their teachers, mentors, and students. The Tekes Hasmacha is a sacred gathering in which we ordain and invest our new clergy to serve as spiritual leaders of the Jewish people. In this moment, filled with uncertainty, illness, pain, and despair, we need your leadership now more than ever. Oh, how we wish we could gather in person on our beautiful new campus to celebrate you. We certainly hope to do so in the not too distant future, but we could not allow this appointed hour to pass without recognizing our new cantors and rabbis, granting them their titles, and blessing them as they commence their sacred work. I'd like to express my gratitude to the JTS faculty for all that you do to educate, train, mentor, and support our students. I'd like to especially thank the deans and administration of the Division of Religious Leadership for guiding, supporting, and nurturing each and every one of their students, enabling them to reach this day. First and foremost, Rabbi Daniel Nevins, the Pearl Resnick Dean of the Division of Religious Leadership, Rabbi Stephanie Ruskay, Associate Dean of the Rabbinical School, and Cantor Nancy Abramson, Director of the H.L. Miller Cantorial School and College of Jewish Music. I'd also like to especially thank Rabbi Jan Orbach for her creative leadership and eye for meaningful ritual, and especially for her role in crafting this meaningful virtual rite of passage. It is my pleasure now to introduce Chancellor Arnold Eisen, who today marks his last Tekes Hasmacha as Chancellor. He has led this institution with distinction for the past 13 years, and he has always had a special sense of pride in and admiration for its students. We are so grateful for his inspired leadership and look forward to his joining the JTS faculty and teaching our students after a well-deserved sabbatical. Following Chancellor Eisen, we'll have the pleasure of premiering a video, a gift from the hearts of our graduating students, and then hear words of Torah from Rabbi Daniel Nevins.
Thanks, Julie. It's an honor for me to greet everyone, and a particular pleasure, one last time as Chancellor, to address the rabbis and cantors being ordained and invested today. You heard me speak this morning about capital C community, and you will therefore not be surprised, knowing me as you do, that I will speak this afternoon about capital M meaning. The M word would have been on my mind today, even had it not been for the coronavirus pandemic. Teaching you and learning from you have been among the greatest sources of personal meaning that I've had at JTS. Many of you have shared with me the personal meanings that you find in the vocation that you will formally undertake today. The question I'd like to address this afternoon is how we should think about the task of providing meaning to Jews and others in the midst of the most extended period of anxiety and uncertainty that the world has experienced in our lifetime. It's too soon to draw definitive lessons from the COVID-19 pandemic, but two consequences for Jewish clergy seem abundantly clear. First, in the absence of satisfactory answers to the ultimate why questions provoked by suffering and injustice, why this person and not that one, why God has inflicted this plague on humanity or permitted it to take place, why prayer makes sense, even if one does not believe that God plays a direct role in causing or ending plague. In the face of those why questions, it is the order of sacred meaning we call Torah that enables Jews to go on with life and even to live well, giving purpose and direction to our days. And by choosing to add the title Rabbi or Chazan to your name, you are identifying yourself fully with that order of meaning, assuming responsibility for its transmission, and inviting people to hold you accountable for how well you serve it and serve them in its name. Every Jew participates in a version of this give and take exchange with tradition. For example, Torah gives my life great meaning each Friday when I bless my adult children with words that it has provided and Jews have sanctified over many centuries. In return, I owe Torah my best efforts to bless and keep it, to shine upon it whatever light my education and life experience have enabled me to add to its teaching. For you, Rabbanim and Chazanim, every moment of interaction is an opportunity for you to draw upon Jewish tradition, bringing every personal gift you have to the task. You will raise people up when they are low, comfort them when they grieve, confirm what is best in them, reassure them that the world can be beautiful and good, and help them to be agents of justice and compassion. This set of tasks is never easy, and it's especially difficult at moments of crisis like the one we inhabit now, or during extended periods of transformation and upheaval like the one I expect we will experience over the coming decades. Jewish leadership is not a simple vocation or an easy one. This you know, but the reward, as your colleagues and I will testify, is great. Your work will never lack for meaning. The second obvious consequence of this pandemic has been the need for innovation in the service of tradition. I treasure the many Jewish texts, ancient and modern, that bestow on Jewish religious leaders of each succeeding generation the privilege and burden of making Torah speak authentically and meaningfully to unprecedented conditions. How shall hospitals do triage with scarce respirators? How shall we enable Jews to mourn and say Kaddish without a physical minyan? What can our words and music do to help Jews approach and encounter the Holy One? I have little doubt that in the course of your careers, you will have to guide Jews in answering more and more such questions. The responsibility is daunting, but knowing most of you personally and knowing how you've been educated, I'm confident that you'll prove equal to the task. May you always lift up your countenances to God and your communities in this sense too, giving your all to meet the challenges life poses to capital M meaning. May this effort on behalf of Torah and all the others you will make as Rabbi or Chazan bring you and all of us a greater measure of fulfillment and perhaps even a measure of peace. God bless you.
הנני העני ממעש, נרשת ונפחדת מפחד יושב תהילות ישראל.
Hineni, here I am. Here I stand before you today, grateful and afraid.
Here I am.
Here I am.
Hineni, here I am. I stand at the threshold of a door and I wait.
Hineni, here I am, ready to be a cantor and chazan, a shaliach tzibor and bal tefillah, and so much more.
Here I stand, steeped in the rich books of our tradition, slowly transformed by the love and guidance of my peers.
I am here, at the base of the mountain where I met you all before. I am here where we waited and hoped and comforted each other, uncertain of what was to come.
I stand before all my childhood rabbis, the rabbis I've known since I was 5 or 6 years old, the rabbis I still look up to today.
Hineni. Despite fear, we have shown up.
Hineni oseh charasha atati tzmach. Here I am. I'm about to do something new.
Hineni muchana umzumenet. Am I ready? Am I prepared?
Am I worthy to stand here, Lord, a representative of Israel? Am I kind enough? Do I know enough? Do I have the strength for what lies ahead? Paralyze me not by doubt, let my ego be subdued. In the face of power, may I always speak the truth.
I am ready to enter and I am not ready at all.
Holding feelings of trepidation, hope, and purpose.
Not wise enough or bold enough or as whole as I hoped to be.
I tremble, as much in awe as in terror, with anxiety and also amazement.
I will continue to fall short as long as I continue to breathe. I pray that I recover gracefully, at least most of the time.
Here I stand on the edge of a shifting world that is dark with uncertainty. Fear and isolation obscure my path. And here I stand and I have learned how to bring light.
Help me walk into dark places, hold on to you, and come out whole.
Cloak my shortcomings in your love. Please, can you bundle up the fears that haunt me, that make me doubt, and turn them into joy and life and fulfillment and confidence?
I know not where the road may lead, but I know today
I'm going to walk through the doorway and I'm going to keep on walking, wandering Bamidbar, through the wilderness that is mysterious and unforgiving and life-giving.
I pray that my family and God will be with me on every step of my journey.
I hope to have compassion for others, and as importantly, to have compassion for myself.
Here I am, ready to accompany congregants and their loved ones in their most critical moments in life.
It is now my time to carry, to lift up all that has been given to me, and to recognize now all that I have to give.
When no words feel adequate, or when no words will come, I will offer my presence.
I will offer my song to God.
May I make my new community proud of the rabbi I am, and the communities I have been a part of while in school proud of the rabbi they helped form.
I commit to keep learning. I commit to keep growing. I commit to keep singing.
Remind us our Torah is vast and forever unfolding. Remind us that our Torah is ours. Remind us to keep our porch lights on for learning and friendship and strangers.
Hineni, here I am. Hineni, here I am.
Yihiyu l'ratzonim refi v'hegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri v'goali. May the learning I have done and the growth I have nurtured be acceptable to you, God, my light and my shield.
Baruch atah shomei tefillah.
Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how pleasant, when brothers and sisters, family and friends all dwell together. This famous line from Psalm 133 feels bittersweet today. It is lovely to dwell together, but we are not gathered as planned in one festive space. Rather, we're scattered across the states, staring into hundreds of glowing screens. Of course, many of us are together with family, but you, our class of 2020, were deprived of 2 final months of time with each other. Physically, you are separate, but on the cusp of your new careers as clergy, it seems that you have grown spiritually closer together than ever before. Let's consider that famous verse in more depth. When siblings dwell together, shevet achim gam yachad. Our sages associated this verse with another from Exodus chapter 25, where the Holy Ark is described. The Ark was a gold box with a gold cover on which stood 2 golden cherubim facing each other. The Torah describes these cherubs as ish el achiv, each one facing achiv, or its sibling. According to one rabbinic interpretation, when the people of Israel acted according to the divine will, then the cherubim faced each other. But when the people turned against heaven, then the cherubim likewise turned away from each other. They were like a spiritual weather vane, indicating the direction of our relationship with God. Jewish mystical tradition takes this image of the cherubim a step further. In the Zohar, Rabbi Yossi tells of a time when the world was in danger, not from pandemic, but from drought. The sages understood it to be their responsibility to help the parched planet, and so they went to visit their teacher, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, for his instruction. He greeted them with this verse, how good it is, how pleasant, when brothers and sisters dwell together. But why? What good is it to sit together when the world is in danger? Rabbi Shimon associates the 2 cherubim with 2 aspects of God, Tiferet and Shekhinah, which are in turn associated with love and judgment. When these 2 divine qualities are not in harmony, then woe comes to the world in the form of harsh judgment, leading to disasters such as drought and disease. His implication is that the sages of Israel have the power and responsibility to create harmony in the spiritual realm, and this harmony will produce abundance in the physical realm as well. It is not always easy for spiritual leaders to work in harmony, not even in a healthcare crisis. Principled differences remain divisive, even when the greatest good of saving lives is in the balance. Should we coalition only with those like-minded organizations that share our values, or should we look past our differences and work together? One way to answer that question is to remember the cherubim and their description as achim. Siblings, after all, are well acquainted with each other's flaws, and yet they remain family. In the Zohar, Rabbi Shimon quotes one additional verse from Psalm 89. Righteousness and justice are the foundations of your throne. Tzedek u'mishpat mechon kisecha. He understands these qualities as aspects of God that can either be in tension or in harmony. Righteousness requires a generous spirit, an ability to look past the flaws in another person and see them as still worthy of compassion. Justice requires courage, clarity, persistence, and even zeal. The key theme in Jewish theology is also the key theme in Jewish psychology. We require a balance between justice and mercy if we are to do good in the world. Let me be clear, the zealous side of your identity is precious. You are people of intensity, of integrity, of deep commitments. These matter, and don't you ever be afraid to live according to your best understanding of what God asks of you. But realize that these same positive qualities can sour into arrogance and intolerance of others if not balanced by humility and compassion. If you want to do good in the world, then you will have to look past some disagreements with people, even on matters of great importance, in order to succeed. Striking the balance of tzedek and mishpat is never simple, but you are skilled and you are wise, and you'll figure it out. What then does it mean to say that it is good and pleasant for achim to dwell together? Together was never only about location. To dwell together is to find people who share your commitments, who challenge and encourage you, who see you deeply and with love. When you can see each other this way, then wherever you dwell, you are like the golden cherubim stationed above the holy ark. You are not siblings, but you are achim, friends and partners in sacred service. When you work together, the heavens shine with splendor. Your outstretched arms become like wings, giving shelter and uplift. In the sacred space between you, the divine voice can be heard. Listen closely and raise your hands high in blessing. This world and the world beyond are waiting for you to begin. In a moment, we will continue with our ceremony of Cantorial Investiture and Rabbinic Ordination. First, I want to acknowledge several important members of our JTS team who are completing their work with us this summer. We in the Division of Religious Leadership are grateful for the inspiring work and sweet friendship of the following. Dr. Walter Hertzberg, who taught us gems of Torah. Rabbi Joanna Katz, who created our prison chaplaincy program. Dr. Hillel Gruenberg, who deepened our relationship with Israel. Dr. Sarah Diamond, who offered us spiritual direction. Rabbi Craig Sheff, who guided our seniors in the transition from students to clergy. And Rabbi Ariella Rosen, who recruited talented students to our schools, helping them see themselves as future cantors and rabbis. To each of these we say thank you, and may God grant you success and fulfillment in the future. Finally, this is the last Tekes Hasmacha to be supervised by our beloved teacher, Chancellor Arnold Eisen. Throughout his tenure, Dr. Eisen has made getting to know our students his top priority. He and Ace have opened their home to each cohort, and he has made many opportunities to share his scholarship and passion for Jewish life with you. In gratitude, we have presented him with his own JTS Talit in recognition of his great scholarship. Chancellor Eisen, we ask you to feel enveloped by the appreciation and friendship of your students and colleagues as you complete your remarkable term as our leader. Thank you. Chazak v'amatz. We turn now to the investiture of our new cantors. Our Beit Din includes Cantor Nancy Abramson, who is director of the H.L. Miller Cantorial School and a past president of the Cantors Assembly, and Cantor David Lipp, who is cantor of Congregation of Da'at Yeshurun in Louisville, Kentucky, and is the current president of the Cantors Assembly. Each graduate will be invested with the words Na'im Zmirot B'Yisrael, an expression taken from the book of Samuel, which describes King David as a great leader who put sweet songs in the mouths of Israel. David was a composer of music and liturgy and was a great leader of the people of Israel. According to a late midrash, all the ancestors in heaven were asked one day to offer a blessing to the people. Only David accepted the challenge, saying, Ani avarech v'li na'er levarech. I will bless, for I enjoy giving blessings. So too may you.
We call on Jacob Agar, presented by his mentor, Chazan Richard Nadel.
Yikare Shimcha B'Yisrael, HaChazan Yaakov ben Aharon v'Tanya, Na'im Zmirot B'Yisrael.
Let your name be known as Cantor Jacob Agar, a sweet singer in Israel.
Jacob, my blessing to you this day is that God continue to rain his blessings upon you. He has given you intelligence, talent, and integrity, so you may go on to inspire your congregation during a long and productive career.
Thank you.
We call on Ariel Shira Green, presented by her mentor, Cantor Ozzy Schwartz.
Ariel,
Yikarei Shemech b'Yisrael, HaChazan Ariel Shira, Bat Ruven Shmaryahu V'chana, Na'im Zmirot b'Yisrael.
Let your name be known as Cantor Ariel Shira Green, a sweet singer in Israel.
Ariel, may we all continue to be inspired by the blessings in you. Yisa Adonai panav elaich v'yasem lach shalom, ken yehi ratzon.
Amen.
We call on Jacob Samuel Greenberg, presented by his mentor, Chazan Robert Kivel.
Yikarei Shimcha b'Yisrael, HaChazan Yaakov ben Asher Chaim v'Devora, Na'im Zmirot b'Yisrael.
Let your name be known as Cantor Jacob Greenberg, a sweet singer in Israel.
Jake, this is my blessing for you. Yehoshua ben Prachya Omer, Aseh lecha Rav. Joshua ben Prachya taught, select a master teacher for yourself, acquire a colleague for study. When you assess people, tip the balance in their favor. Mazel tov, my chaver.
Mazel tov to our new cantors. We turn now to the ordination of our 9 rabbis. Our Beit Din includes Rabbi Stephanie Ruskay, the Associate Dean of the Rabbinical School, and Rabbi Stuart Vogel, who is Senior Rabbi of Temple Aliyah in Woodland Hills, California, and President of the Rabbinical Assembly. Each rabbi will be ordained with the words V'chacham yikareh, V'rav yikareh. Let them be known as a rabbi. Let them be known as a sage. This traditional phrase goes back to the Talmud in Bava Metzia, where the rabbi known as Shmuel reports a vision of a great book of Adam listing all the Torah scholars down through the generations. Like his partner Rav, Shmuel's great expertise is acknowledged in the book of Adam, but much remains left to be learned. We pray that our new rabbis will share their learning with their communities and that they will continue to grow in Torah, in wisdom and in knowledge all the days of their lives.
We call on Samuel William Bluston, presented by his mentor, Rabbi Jan Orbach.
Yikarei Shimcha b'Yisrael, Harav Shmuel ben Shalom v'Devora, V'chacham yikarei, V'rav yikarei.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Samuel Bluston. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
Rav Shmuel ben Shalom Udvora, Rabbi Sam Bluston. May you continue always to sense God's light in all things. May you continue to glow with it and grow with it, and to refract it into the world through the beauty of your own heart and soul.
We call on Ariana Chloe Kaptauber, presented by her mentor, Rabbi Gordon Tucker.
Yikarei Shemech B'Yisrael, Harav Orli, Bat Yehuda Halevi Vedina, V'chacham Tikarei, V'rav Tikarei.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Ariana Kaptauber. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
A blessing from Rabbi Meir. Gimri b'chol levavech uv'chol nafshech lada'at et torachai v'lishkod al daltei torati. Yitzri torati b'libech v'neged einayich tiyeh yirati. Shimri fich b'kol chet v'tahri v'kadeshi atzmech mikol ashma v'avon. Va'ani ehyeh imach b'chol makom. Ken yehi ratzon.
We call on Dina Shira Shalowitz Cowens, presented by her mentor, Rabbi Jeremy Kalmanovsky.
Yikarei Shemech B'Yisrael, Harav Dina Shira, Bat Avram Baruch HaKohen B'Devora, V'chacham Tikarei, V'rav Tikarei.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Dina Cowens. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
Harav Dina Shira Bat Devora, Avraham Baruch HaKohen. You are descended from Aharon the Kohen and Elisheva and all their many children through history. May you be like those Kohanim. Shetehi shlucha de Rachmana u'shlucha de Yisrael. May you serve as the faithful messenger of the merciful one and the faithful servant of the people Israel, God's partners in the work of creation.
We call on Cornelia Emily Dalton, presented by her mentor, Rabbi Amy Kalmanovsky.
Yikarei Shemech B'Yisrael, Harav Keren Etcha, Bat Shena Golda, V'chacham Tikarei, V'rav Tikarei.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Cornelia Dalton. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
God is good, livarei levav, to those pure of heart. Your pure heart, Cornelia, will bring God's goodness to others. May you receive what you give and be nurtured by the many blessings that come from your pure and open heart.
We call on Jessica Aaron Fisher, presented by her mentor, Rabbi David Shuck.
Yikarei Shemech B'Yisrael, Harav Aharona, Bat Shmuel Iser V'Shoshana, V'chacham Tikarei, V'rav Tikarei.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Jessica Fisher. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
Jessica, may the love required for this work be returned to you in the moments you most need it. May the light that you safeguard in your soul be refracted out into the lives of many like a prism casting rainbows into their world. And may the Torah that you teach please the one who gave it and always contain the uniqueness of your fingerprints.
Amen.
We call on Mary Brett Koplan, presented by her mentor, Rabbi Michal Springer.
Yikarei Shemech B'Yisrael, Harav Miriam Bracha Bat Beryl, v'chacham tikare, v'rav tikare.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Mary Brett Kaplan. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
Harav Miriam Bracha. Even Ma'asu Habonim. Haita L'rosh Pina. May you always perceive the possibilities that inhere, even in those who have been cast aside.
Amen.
We call on David Lerner, presented by his mentor, Rabbi Steve Wernick.
Yikare Shimcha B'Yisrael, Harav Baruch David Yaakov, Ben Aryeh Leib Halevi, V'chacham Yikare, V'rav Yikare.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi David Lerner. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
David, my blessing for you comes from Bachya ibn Pekudah. Umoreh haderech hatova v'hayeshara, mazkir dat Elohim v'toratav v'gorem lahatzalat hanefesh. Umasher hamatchilim umareh haderech l'nevuchim.
Amen.
We call on Shoshi Levin Goldberg, presented by her mentor, Rabbi Paula Mack Drill.
Yikare Shemech B'Yisrael, Harav V'hachazan, Shoshana Bet Ephraim Shimon V'Avram David, V'chacham Tikare, V'rav Tikare.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Shoshi Levin Goldberg. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
Yisimech Elohim Miriam Haniviyah. May God make you like Miriam the prophetess, who led with wisdom and song. Miriam led Israel with an eternal fountain of compassion.
Amen.
We call on Ze'ev Moshe Tzvi Lowenberg, presented by his mentor, Rabbi Martin Cohen.
Yikare Shimcha B'Yisrael, Harav Zev Moshe Tzvi, Ben Yonatan Halevi, V'dina Leah Rivka, V'chacham Yikare, V'rav Yikare.
We bestow upon you the title Rabbi Zevi Lowenberg. Be a wise rabbi in Israel.
Zevi, Gerav v'kachohen, Ari merech otcha b'verkat kohenei Yisrael v'ali b'da Rabbi Natan. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Rabbi Natan omer yivarechecha b'nichasim v'yishmerecha b'guf. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. Rabbi Natan omer ze ma'or hashchina. V'sha Hashem yitein chincha b'nei habriot. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Rabbi Natan Omer, Ze Shalom Malchut Beit David.
On behalf of the Cantors Assembly and the Rabbinical Assembly, it's our honor and privilege to welcome the newest group of rabbis and cantors.
May your careers be filled with Rina, Gila, Vishira.
We'd like to share with you a blessing at this time. May God's presence always protect you. May you always be uplifted by the Spirit of God on the journey of life. May that Spirit of God always be with you to bring sanctity into the world and to bring peace. And let us all say, Amen.
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov! Mazel tov! Mazel tov!
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel
Mazel
tov!
tov! Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov!
Mazel
tov!
Mazel tov to you all.
Talmidim Yikarim, Talmidot Yikarot.
Our beloved students.
What a gift it has been to witness and share in your journey.
Harbe lamadati mirabotai. Umechaverai yoter mirabotai. Umitalmidai yoter mikulam.
We've cherished your Torah,
the words of your hearts and the songs of your souls.
We've delighted in your quick minds,
your creativity and insight,
your kindness and menschlichkeit,
your sensitivity and your striving.
We've shared holy times.
Rabbanim v'chazanim, our rabbis and cantors.
What a pleasure now to embrace you as colleagues,
as friends,
our teachers in return.
Ashrechem Yisrael, what a blessed moment this is for us all.
We wish we could celebrate together.
We're quelling from afar, distant in body, but very near in spirit.
We know this is not an easy time to lead.
תלמידי חכמים אין להם מנוחה אפילו בעולם הבא.
The need is great. The path complex.
You're up to the task.
We know, because we know you.
We have faith in you.
You inspire us.
You give us hope.
We're so proud of you.
May you be a blessing, and may you be blessed.
As you journey forward, take with you our admiration and respect,
our trust,
our confidence in you,
our love.
Lo yamush sefer haTorah hazeh mipicha vehagita bo yomam v'layla lama'an tishmor la'asot kechol hakatuv bo ki az tatzliach et derachecha va'az taskil.
Let not this book of the teaching cease from your lips, but recite it day and night, so that you may observe faithfully all that is written in it.
Only then will you prosper in your undertakings, and only then will you be successful.
Alot tziviticha chazak ve'emat. Al ta'aroz v'al teichat ki imacha Adonai Elohecha b'chol asher telech.
I charge you, be strong and resolute. Do not be terrified or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
I invite our new cantors and rabbis to rejoin us. In a moment, our new rabbis will pray together Kaddish D'Rabbanan, after which Cantor Abramson and Rabbi Roske will offer a version of the Traveler's Prayer, Tfilat HaDerech, which was adapted by Rabbi Avinovus Deutsch in Jerusalem. And then we will conclude with Rabbi Cornelia Dalton's concluding Tekiah. The shofar is associated with the giving of Torah at Sinai, which we celebrate next week. Let our new cantors and rabbis go forth and reveal new depths of Jewish wisdom, spirituality, and kindness to the world. A slideshow of personal statements by each of our graduates will conclude the program. Kaddish D'Rabbanan is a prayer of thanksgiving for our teachers, and I want to acknowledge all of the teachers who have taught our students. I especially want to thank Rabbi Jan Urbach, director of our Bach Kolker Center for Spiritual Arts, for helping to design and produce this beautiful ceremony. And thank you to our live stream audience for joining us today. Now, let us take a quiet moment before the Kaddish to think of all the relatives, teachers, and friends who have guided and encouraged you even in this moment, and of God, whose light shines in your unique and magnificent souls. Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Rabbah tivrach v'yutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'galal v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen.
Shemei Rabbah v'morach le'olam u'lemei maya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'alev v'yithalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen.
Al Yisrael ve'al Rabbanan ve'al Tamidei Hon ve'al kol Tamidei Hon ve'al kol man da'asakin be'oraita di v'atra hadein v'di v'chol atar v'atar Yehei lehon ulchon shlama rabba china v'chista v'rachamin v'chayin arichin umzona revicha ufurkana min kodam avuhon di v'ishmaya v'imru. Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim tovim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Oseh shalom bimrama hu barachama v'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
This Tekes Hasmacha marks the end of your journey as students. We close now with a prayer for the journey ahead. We seek blessing not only for our new cantors and rabbis, but for all of their friends and families and everyone watching at home.
Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, shetolichem l'shalom, v'tatzidem l'shalom, v'tismachem l'shalom, v'tanchem el machuz chefsan l'chaim u'simcha u'shalom. May it be your will, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, that you will lead them in peace and guide their steps in peace, and support them in peace and deliver them to their chosen destinations in life, in joy, and in peace.
V'tishlach bracha b'maaseh yedehem, v'tidnem lechein u'lechesel rachamim, be'einecha u'be'einei kol ro'ehem. Bless the work of their hands and grant them love and kindness and compassion in your eyes and in the eyes of all who see them.
V'yizchu lilmod u'lilamed lishmor u'la'asot u'kayim et kol divrei Talmud Torotecha b'yahava. May they merit to learn and to teach, to guard and to act, and to fulfill all the words of your teaching with love.
V'tishma kol tachanunenu, ki el shomea tefillah v'tachanun ata, baruch ata shomea tefillah. And heed the sound of our petition, for you, God, listen to prayer and petition. We praise you, God, who hears prayer.
On behalf of all of us at JTS, thank you for sharing in our simcha today.